Hello everyone and welcome back to EquestriaBound. Last time the Doctor and Pinkie Pie built this phase disorderer, but apparently it's not working yet. So now we have to go get some Xenosite or whatever it's called back in Ponyville North. But you know what? We're gonna actually go to Ponyville South first because apparently all of Ponyville is under the Nightmare's hooves, evil hooves rather, right now. Or so you would think. But Ponyville South doesn't count as Ponyville, apparently. Because in the original Earthbound, this was actually Tucson, and on it is the only place that actually becomes under the evil Nightmare's hooves. Or Geek-Ass hooves. As you can see here. It's even got the creepy music going on. By the way, we're rapidly approaching the very end of the game right now. I think there's only going to be 2 videos left before I actually beat the game. Not very long to go. So unfortunately that means no more pulls, likely. I'm actually going to try to finish this the game right now in 1 session. Probably 2 videos overall. Okay, that's what Applejack says right now. So she's protecting us from, she's protecting the... Applejack alone is protecting Ponyville South. Protecting it from whatever monsters are up here. Probably tough monsters. I got a recommendation that I should buy some pretty important items before I finish up with the game, and I agree. There are quite a few things that I should get before, like, going to the very, very end of the game. Which is very soon, as I said before. I'm surprised I haven't seen any enemies yet. I guess they're just stuck up near my house. Getting real close. Really? No monsters? None at all? Oh, there we go. Finally, took long enough. And these are the Evil Eye and its cohort, the Crystal Trader. Does that Crystal Trader have wings? Or 1 wing? It kind of looks like it does. Anyway, Crystal Trader is probably like a super advanced version of the Starman, so it's actually probably gonna cast Rain Boom Alpha or something. So I better be careful. Someone recommended that I equip Belle with a scarf so she gains a bonus of speed. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to deal with whatever troubles I have to deal with, because that's what I used to do when I was younger. The fact I have the ultimate weapons makes this a whole lot easier, to be honest. And Brain Shock Omega. Oh, someone mentioned that oh. Yeah. Okay, someone mentioned that the reason why our characters are nearly never affected by brain shock is because they naturally resist it, but they're vulnerable to hypnosis. However, as you gain resistance to hypnosis, you become more vulnerable to brain shock. That's why it's never affected us so far, until now. Not that it changed anything. New enemies, or just the same as before? Well, Mechanical Octobot. Did we fight that thing back in the Stonehenge base? Well, if we did, it was only once and I didn't even bother explaining what it is. Probably because it's nothing special. Party Cannon Go. It's still a good weapon, even now. And that Mechanical Octobot tried to steal something from me, seriously? It probably tried to steal something that's, that can be... Yeah. He's trying to steal something that can be like replicated, but I probably don't have anything you can steal right now. Because otherwise I guarantee that it would almost certainly be a success every time he tried to steal something. By the way, did you guys notice Dinky's stats? She's kind of uber right now. I mean, 840 HP and 590 magic points. Like, that's crazy. And she's still not level 99. She probably can get over 900 HP if we're really lucky. Probably. Uh-oh. Things are really dark here. You okay, Sparkler? Nope. You know what? Whatever. Food. We're not gonna go to bed, but you can't make us eat right now, Sparkler. I noticed the part where we save you, but you could have been a bit less annoying when it comes to the muffin. That doesn't say anything special, seriously? Whatever. What about you? Yes, we are. Most likely. At least I am, Dinky. How's Derpy doing? Ah, new stuff that Derpy can say. Derpy's had lots of different things to say. I originally thought she would only say, "Ooh, it's my line now, oops," all game, but she actually said quite a few things. Anyway, I just want this bicycle right here. Thank you. That's all I wanted, the bicycle on Dinky. It's for nothing special, I assure you all. Anyway, moving forward, passing through all these monsters. They're supposed to be tough, but since my party is pretty overpowered, not really. Well, that was a pain. That confusion status really made it difficult for my characters to finish off that last monster. Thankfully, Scootaloo decided to use up all our magic to heal us. Thanks a lot, Scootaloo. Seems we can only fight 2 monsters at a time here. Okay, I sorely underestimated the power of that evil eye. It causes lots of different terrible status effects. Clearly it's not as weak as I expected it was. But it's not that difficult to deal against it either. The mechanical Octobots tried to steal my things quite a few times. But I don't think they got away with it, surprisingly enough. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I don't think there's a boss for this area here. It's just really tough monsters. Really tough monsters. Thankfully, Dinky has so much magic points that she can use Friendship Omega like with nearly no consequence at this point in the game. Oh, by the way, those crystal traders, yeah, they only cast Rainbow Alpha all the time. Thankfully, they're slow. Daring Do is not answering for us. I don't blame her. See, no boss. No boss at all. Yep. Got this Zixonite, or meteorite piece, whatever. I think we can just leave right now. We probably should. Yep, we're just gonna leave. Teleport right the hell out of here. But, you know what? First things first, let's stock up on some items. Because we want to be ready for the final location of the game. Like, the monsters here are pretty tough, but the monsters of the final area are even tougher. So we're going to go to Cloudsdale, and then Deep Darkness, and then back to Saturn Valley. Now, the reason you want to go to Cloudsdale is because this guy right here, he sells brain food lunches, and those are really good items to heal yourself with. Probably the best healing item, to be honest. It heals like 200 HP, and a lot of magic too. Now, the reason we want to go to the Deep Darkness is to buy more Roman candles from this guy. Just a heads up, the maximum amount of cash you can have at any time is 99,999. Apparently the combat yo-yo is better for Belle. Oh yeah, because she has the her ultimate weapon on, and it's doesn't have quite the same amount of offense that some other weapons have, but don't be fooled. Her ultimate weapon is better. And finally, we can buy some more Horns of Life from this Mr. Saturn right here. Can help a bit for the final segment of the game. I give them mostly to Bloom because she can't revive characters herself, but same thing for Belle actually. Because Dinky and Scoots, they can revive characters using their magic. Dinky herself will majorly be a healer for the final segment of the game, not an attacker. So even though Friendship Omega is kind of like something you probably want to use because it's super uber powerful, it's just too expensive to be practical. Anyway, gonna pick that butterfly at the last second. Then talk to Dr. Hooves. I have to show him the piece of meteorite, of course. It's been a while since the game has forced us to use an item in front of an NPC. But it's still kind of neat. You don't see that in games these days. Well, some of them. We have to get some rest, huh? Really, Dad? At this point? I know why he keeps calling me, because since I keep loading from a save state, the game keeps thinking I've been playing for like 20 hours or something, but still, it's annoying that the game does this. Anyway, now we have to do some rest, so let's sleep at this Mr. Saturn's inn right here, sorta kinda. Guess we're gonna sleep on that thing. And it's all free. And that was it! We slept. We got our rest, Dr. Hooves. Complete, huh? Phase Distorter version 2. Ready to go. Extra functions, huh? An ice cream dispenser. Okay. Alright, to save. Yep. By the way, I have multiple saves for, like, from before playing right here. So, if version of 1.5 ever comes out, I will be able to, like, check out the bosses if I want to. It won't be out by the time I finish this game, because I'm playing this from on-go and it's still not out right now, but if 1.5 ever comes out, I will, like, showcase the bosses in one last extra video. Maybe. Well, Phase Distorter worked. Now we're in this strange location in the middle of nowhere. This is apparently where the nightmare is supposed to be. Oh, and Rainbow Dash can get here? Are you kidding me? So what was the point of using this Phase Distorter? And her sprite still looks kind of bad. It's like, I think some of her sprite is like transparent. It seems to be that way. Well, now we got Rainbow Omega. That's something that exists. I guess I'll check it out right now. So, yeah, it's basically as powerful as Friendship Omega, but much less expensive. However, Scootaloo doesn't have nearly as much as, in terms of magic point, as Dinky. So, it's simply not worth using either. And what? How did you get here? Oh, kidnapped. Okay, that makes sense. Now the bad pony's gone in space. Oh, and we got a Horn of Life checking this broken Phase Distorter. You know, this is something I always thought it was just a pile of rubble when I was playing this game when I was younger, but it's actually kind of like really dark foreshadowing looking at this thing right here. Even though this thing looks like something out of Magic-Cat, it's actually nothing special. We go here, and nothing happens. So we go back, and all of a sudden, another Phase Distorter! That was quick, actually, like less than 2 minutes. Nightmares on the moon. By the way, we're past the point of no return. We can't do any more progress now. And Doctor Who has went over here because he's supposed to be like in really deep thought over what he's about to say to our characters, but it's probably not going to be as dramatic here because we're not going to actually have to get amputated or anything. Yep. You know what? Yes, we are. I'll go back to a previous save. Again, I'll go back to a previous save if I need to play another update of this game to showcase the new bosses. So this is no problem. Yeah, I just want to mention this right now. In the original Earthbound, Dr. Andonuts, he mentions that in order to beat Gigas, you have to go back in the distant past, because that's where Gigas is attacking from, somehow. And the only way you can survive that chip is by amputating your bodies amputating your brains, or something like that. Transplanting your brains into that of robots. And that's like where it's something that you gloss over the first time you read it, but looking back on it, it's really, really dark. And if you guys watch my Earthbound Halloween hack, it kind of like goes more into that, into how dark of a section of the game this is right here. Yeah, there totally wasn't supposed to be any amputation or transplanting going on in that cutscene in the darkness right there. Push the red launch button, huh? What happens if I press blue? Yep, that's what happens if you just press the wrong buttons. I'll see what happens if you press the actual red button. Geronimo. Yep, we're supposed to be traveling through time right now, but we're just going to the moon. To the moon! Surprised there's no moon cannon reference here. I guess it would have been too difficult to sprite up. And now for some music that's a rip-off of an actual music song. Yep! So we're supposed to be on the moon right now, but it's actually supposed to be the distant past. And yeah, see this thing right here? It's kind of creeping me out when you go here. Because you're like, you realize you're in the distant past and things look really, really foreign and exotic and, well, not exotic, but like you're in another world and you're all alone. Even though you can't talk to your dad by pressing save right here. Okay, maybe you can't actually talk to your dad by pressing this, but I think in the original Earthbound you could. Surprisingly enough. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna get past through this final segment, right to the final boss, and new enemies: the Wild and Woolly Shambler and Ultimate Octobot. I don't remember the Wild and Woolly Shambler at all. Looks kind of creepy. Let's spy on it, actually. And it can flash better. Fortunately, it doesn't work on any of our characters, probably because of my equipment. And that's pretty much it for the Wild and Woolly Shambler. And the Ultimate Octobot was totally scrapped! And we got a present, a magic caramel. We could use some of those, because we're going to be using quite a bit of magic to heal ourselves up during this adventure right here. Yeah, I mentioned this a long time ago. Belle was going to have quite a bit less HP than our other characters. Bloom is also really, really low on HP too, but I blame her having really bad stat ups during this adventure. I just blame it on that. Oh cool, we got the upper hand on this monster. Just the same monsters. Nothing new. Oh, by the way, this place right here, well not right now, but the very final area before the final boss is where we'll be getting Dinky's ultimate weapon. Or where we have a chance to get it. Okay, we got the Crystal Trader, same monster as before in the Ponyville North. And then we got the nuclear reactor robot, which is basically a souped up version of the atomic power robot. I want to get rid of the Crystal Trader first, and ah, dang it. Yeah, so basically the Crystal Trader always starts fights with Rainboom Alpha. Makes things really annoying. Especially because two of our characters basically die every time that happens. Fortunately, we can just friendship Omega and... no, not friendship. Life up Omega and heal our characters right away. See? No problem at all. Anyway, as I said, nuclear reactor robot is just a souped up version of the atomic reactor robot or whatever. Just keep attacking and it'll eventually die. You can also cast Winter Omega on it. I think it kills it faster that way. But it costs magic to do that. And we can still find butterflies here on the moon / distant past. It'd be kind of weird if these magic butterflies really were breezies. Like breezies in distant past? That could never happen. every time we face off against that Crystal Trader, Rainboom Alpha. And we're pretty powerful right now. That's the Crystal Trader is precisely why that person in the comment section of the previous video, or one of the videos, mentioned that I should equip the scarf on Belle, so she could put up her magic shield real quick. Oh, a Roman candle. Okay. But can't really equip it. Future Mail! Actually more powerful than the Express Mail. Okay, okay. In that case, I'll get rid of the Express Mail. Can't? Oh well. But it's not Dinky's ultimate weapon just yet. Oh, really? Squatter Demon. I've never fought this monster before. It's basically like that tent. Let's spy on it. Seems to have a lot of defense. But nothing special from what it looks like to be. Well, if the stain had anything special, I don't know what it was. If it's a one enemy battle, it's just not that difficult. Not at this point in the game, one enemy battles just aren't difficult anymore. There's nothing they can do that can really take us off guard. Unless I'm playing alone, of course, with like only one character myself. And these... What are these stains supposed to be anyway? These stains that teleport you around. They kind of look like eyes. Really creepy. Sombra's Chosen and Crystal Trader. Sombra's Chosen. That's probably Final Starman. I like that it looks completely different from the Crystal Traders. I probably should put my magic shield up now. That'll protect me from whatever the Crystal Trader does and whatever the Sombra's Chosen does. Assuming Belle can... Yeah, Belle can act fast enough anyway, so she didn't really need a scarf. And the Crystal Trader is down anyway. Brain Shock Omega, huh? Oh wow, and it pierces the shield. You know what? You two just defend while Bloom and Scoots takes care of everything. And there comes Rainboom Alpha, except our magic power shield will reflect it right onto this enemy. And it's not nothing that special after that. Did I mention that the music playing right now is in a rip-off of an actual real-life song? Because it is. The Earthbound music people who developed for it, they kind of did a lot of sampling. I don't know why they did so much sampling for this game. I guess they were just like fans of some musics, and like the people who were telling them to make the music, they were like being disappointed by their actual original music or something like that, and in their frustration they just decided to take an actual real-life song and use that instead. I don't know, I'm just theorizing here. It's just one of those things that you hear about over the internet, and you're kind of wondering, why? Why did they do that? Why would they think they could get away with that? Well, I suppose it's because they were in Japan, but still. And that was kind of a waste. Yeah. Oh wow, that's it? I thought this place was actually a lot bigger than I remember. Well, since we're in this area right now, I guess it's a good time for me to explain what the enemy that drops Dinky's ultimate weapon is. If I can find it, that is. Should spawn occasionally. I don't know if it's like all the other enemies though. Like the way it looks like. That was a tough battle. But I have to find that one enemy that can spawn here just to show it once and to explain to you guys how little a chance we have to actually get the special item from it. Those Final Starman can cast Rainboom Omega. Goodness gracious. Are you the enemy? Oh, there it is! The Enraged Dragon! This is the enemy that has a 1 in 128% of chance, or whatever, to drop Dinky's ultimate weapon. And it took me a while to just, like, encounter it. And we're at the tail end of the game, so even if it does drop it magically, it will have no actual practical purpose. Because the final boss barely involves like Dinky attacking, unless you really want her to attack. So yeah, Enraged Dragon got the final ultimate weapon. Got a very rare to encounter, and even when you do encounter it, only 1 in 128 chance of actually dropping the weapon you want. And probably nothing special in battle either. Well, if you resist fire. Yeah, if you resist fire, it's not even that much of a threat. Yeah, see, that's it. It's not even that tough of a battle. And it didn't drop the ultimate weapon, of course. So I'm going back to the Ting Jamig Phase Distorter final version. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to use shenanigans to get Dinky's ultimate weapon real quick. Hold on a moment. Cardboard tube. Is that it? Is that Dinky's ultimate weapon? It is! It gives her an additional 127 guts, which is why she's got a huge amount right now, 194. She's also got a lot of luck. So yeah, Cardboard Tube, Dinky's ultimate weapon. It has less power in terms of, it has less power than the Future Male, whatever, but it gives you a bonus 127 guts, which means more defense, and, well, more defensive power, and more smash attacks. Let's do an example of power right here. See if it works. Wow, it dodged? Really? And now we get hit by Rainbow Alpha. Well, you can perhaps see how slow Dinky's whirling HP meter is going through right now. There is like a difference compared to Scootaloo and Bloom. Belle has quite a big of a... yeah. Belle's guts are pretty high too, though. So yeah, ultimate weapon of Dinky, 127 plus guts, not even as strong as the Future Male, and it's completely useless because at this point in the game, there's like all that's left is the final boss when you do get it. So why bother? It will probably be a lot better when the ROM hacker adds bonus bosses so that we can get these weapons a bit earlier, like a bit faster than the game originally let you have the chance to get them. So that you can get some mileage out of them. Okay. Coming up to the final area of the game. Well, yeah, actually this is the final area of the game. The final new area, anyway. I'll keep it for the last video, though. So I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I hope you all have a very nice day. Next time, we end the nightmare once and for all. See ya then!